guys and gals, it's Billy Reynolds from Billy Reynolds Fishing, and it's upgrade time here in the Billy Reynolds yellow man cave I've got going on right now. Well, that's all going to change soon, but anyway, we're going to do an upgrade now. I am going to go from a Helix 5, a first generation DI GPS unit, to a Helix 7 SI GPS G2 unit. So I'm pretty excited about having the side imaging. But what I'm going to do is a little bit different here, because I've been using a fishfindermounts.com mount, and it is their smaller mount with the 5.5 amp hour battery, I believe it is. And we're going to do some upgrades with that as well. So hopefully this will help you guys out. I'll kind of explain some of the differences and some of the challenges I'm running into, which hopefully won't be much. And we'll go from there. So let's see how this works out. Okay, first thing I want you to see, aside from my reflection, is the size difference between the Helix 5, which is up here, and the Helix 7. There is definitely a size difference. It's going to be awesome on the water, but again, we're trying to mount this on the smaller fishfindermounts.com mount, and that is the mounting plate right here. Wasn't much of a challenge with this guy, which is the 5 mounting bracket with the power cord wrapped around it, but the 7 is substantially larger. So I'm wondering to myself, is this going to fit? Well, guess what? If you mount it up here, the holes actually are going to line up perfectly. So all I'm going to do is use some machine screws, get that mounted, and we should be cooking with oil. Okay, phase 1, great news. Everything worked out perfectly. These are, I believe these are size 8 machine screws, 3/4 inch long. 2 of the holes lined up perfectly. 2 of the holes didn't, but I have machine screws, so I just used the electric drill and they went right in. It took me about 20 seconds to mount everything up. As you can see on the bottom side, really don't have anything poking through that's going to cause any problems, so we're looking good. Okay, so I jumped ahead a little bit because I wanted to show everybody how this is going to mount on the battery box. The bottom part here is actually the battery box, and you've already seen the mount. It has a swivel that you can move it around. If you take a look, that's how it's going to mount. Now, my only issue I have now is the fact that this is a 5.5 amp hour battery. That's not going to last me too long with this unit. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put a 10 amp hour battery in here. The way we're going to do that is by using a Nocqua 10 amp hour battery. Okay, battery replacement is pretty simple. All I do is pop out the 4 stainless steel screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, take the top off, and there's my battery. Now this is actually a replacement battery, but that doesn't matter. We're going to pop this bad boy out, and we are going to take a Nocqua battery and put the Nocqua battery in there. All I'm going to have to do is, Nocqua comes with a fitting like this on the end. You take a look at that. So we'll take the power fitting, which connects to this, make sure that it's hooked up properly to my Humminbird, and then we'll be good to go. Nice fit on that 10 amp. I mean, it really fits in there great. Okay, here's our next challenge. This is the power cord that plugs in to the back of the Humminbird. And they basically have bare ends here. And then this is our power cord, which is going to hook into the Nocqua battery that's in the fishfindermounts.com mount. And it just has this little guy that screws in there. This is also where our charger is going to plug into. So all we need to do is take the bare ends here, hook them up to the bare ends there, wrap up all this extra wire that we're going to have, and we have power. Very, very simple conversion. And I'll end up with a 7 SI unit with the 10 amp hour battery that should power it well through the day. You know, if I need to pop down some of the settings like the brightness and all, I can do that. It's going to give me a little bit more time out of it, but I should be set. Very compact unit, and it's also going to have, I have mine set up with the mount that is actually quick release on my kayak. So great setup. Okay, so I soldered the power line from the Humminbird Helix 7 into the connector for the Nocqua battery, and then we just connected everything up, and I've got a nice neat little setup here. And now everybody wants to know, well, what's it look like? So there you go. This is a three-way split with down imaging in the top left, 2D sonar in the bottom left, and side imaging on the right side. Now, I'll be doing more on the water reviews of this as I get used to it and everything, but I did want to show you guys the simulation, and hope this showed you how, you know, another option using the fishfindermounts.com battery box. And you know, it's pretty trick little package there. So tight lines till next time.